Hi, I'm Maggie from maggiescrochet.com, and in this video I'm going to show you the Chainless foundation, and this came from a request on Facebook from Rebecca Summers Kramer, and I've done another video that was chainless foundation for single crochet, and I did one for half double crochet. Now this one is going to be for double crochet. And a little bit about this. These are two samples. This was done with chainless foundation, and this was done the traditional way with chain so many, and then double crochet in the 4th chain from hook and in each chain across. And you know, when I flop these down on the table, I look at them and go, oh, I can't tell the difference. The way I work into my chains, I work into the back bar, so it creates a nice little ovals on a nice little oval finish on the stitches on the bottom. And this finishes up exactly the same way. That's the bottom, and this is the top. And so you can use the chainless foundation in your patterns. Most patterns are going to be written with the traditional chain so many and double crochet in the 4th chain from hook or 3rd chain from hook. Well, you can replace that by going to see what the stitch count is at the end of the row. So let's say you have 20 double crochets. So all you have to do is, this is worked 1 double crochet at a time, and it's kind of worked from this side out. So you're only working 1 double at a time. You're not like chaining the whole width of the piece and then working back on it. You're working from here up, and you're creating each one sideways, kind of all the way down. And then once you get done with the row, you just chain whatever and turn and just work it normal. It's just the first row, the foundation row, that changes. And one of the ways I can tell the difference between my two swatches here is this has more stretch in it, the one that's the chainless foundation. So it's kind of nice, especially for fashions, to not have this be pulled in. And if you tend to crochet too tight on your foundation chain and it pulls in, this might be a better option for you. So this is a little bit tighter. So that's how I know. Otherwise, by looking at them, the gauge is just about the same. I did the same amount of stitches on both. So in order for you to really see this, I feel like rope is the answer. So I'm going to use my rope here, and I'm going to make a slip knot, and I do that by making a loop. The top strand I fold across the center of the circle, and I go in and I take that strand from the back forward, and see, you have a knot side and a slip side, and I tighten the knot side, and then I slip the slip side, put it on my hook. And to start the foundation, to start the chainless foundation, you actually have a few chains. So for the double crochet, you're going to chain 4. So that is 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that counts as, it's a little bit hard to do with rope. Okay, this is going to count as the foundation chain, and this will count as a double crochet. Okay, so this is 1. Now to start your second double crochet stitch, you're gonna go in each of these chains here. I recommend that you go back and watch my single crochet video, chainless foundation video, and my half double crochet too. So each one of these chains has like 3 strands to it. You've got the oval that goes around, then you've got the center strand that comes out the middle. So I'm going to yarn over, and I'm going to go underneath the top 2 strands of the 4th chain from hook. So here's the 1st chain, 2nd chain, 3rd chain, and 4th chain. And I'm going to go underneath those 2 like that. I'm going to yarn over, draw that loop out, and then I'm going to yarn over and draw through 1. And this, remember I said we're working actually from the side of the row, and we're not working across the row. We're not working horizontally, we're working vertically. So we're going to build it up like this. So anyway, I have to, I did that first chain because that creates the chain underneath the double crochet stitch. So then after that, now I complete my, I do a double. So I'm going to yarn over, draw through 2, and then yarn over, draw through 2. So if you look at it sideways, I'm going to continue working like this. But if you turn it and tighten this little thing, see you have your turning chain, that's going to count as the first double crochet, and the top 2 loops here will be the top 2 of the stitch, and then you have your second stitch right here, and that chain that we did is right here, and that created the foundation chain for that stitch. Okay, now to create the next one, you yarn over, and if you look on the bottom side of the strand, you will see like these 2 strands right here. So I'm going to yarn over, and I'm going in that strand right here. It looks like, if you look at this, it looks like those strands of the chain, and I want to go underneath those 2 right there. So I'm going to go underneath this one and the one right here. See, I have 2 chains there, and I'm going to yarn over, bring that out, yarn over, draw through 1 to create the chain underneath the next double crochet stitch. Then I am going to yarn over, draw through 2, and yarn over, draw through 2. Okay, so now I'm going to turn this again so you can see it. Now I have 3 stitches. Here's the chain underneath the double crochet, and if you turn it, you'll see, look how cool that is. There's 2 strands here. This is your turning chain, and there's your second one right here has a chain underneath it, and this one has a chain underneath it. So those are the 2 loops that I'm going to go under for my next foundation chain underneath it. Okay, so now yarn over, and remember I said if you turn it now, you can see it after you get a couple of stitches done. Those are the 2 strands underneath there that I'm going to go underneath. So I yarned over, and I went through the 2 strands like this. I yarn over, draw that through, yarn over. I have to create a chain underneath my stitch, so this is that right there. Then I yarn over, and I make a double crochet stitch. So go through 2 and go through 2. See that? Okay, let me turn it. Now we have 4. If you roll it back this way, you see the strands. There's the first one, second one, third one, and fourth one. And these are the 2 that I'm going to go under for the next one. It'll make them look like this after I go through them. Okay, so back here, see I got the 4. Yarn over. I'm going to go in that underneath that strand and the one behind it. So see that? I'm showing you the bottom of it right now. And I'm going to draw that loop out. I'm going to yarn over, draw through 1. I have to have a chain underneath my stitch. And then I'm going to draw through 2, yarn over, and draw through 2. I hope I don't sound too obnoxious. I'm just trying to make sure you understand how this works. Okay, so there you have 5. And if you roll it over, you can see all the loops. I think it's really neat. So if you just build your foundation row like this, then let's say the directions say chain 1 turn, single crochet in each stitch across, and then you just work it, and then you just follow the pattern like it says. It's only the first row that you're gonna make changes to with your, if you want to do a chainless foundation. Some patterns are being written with that in there, And most of them though are not. But you can always substitute this in for a chainless foundation row. So there you can work across. It's kind of hard to work with rope, but anyway, that's how you do a chainless foundation. I think it's awesome. I actually like this, and I think I'm going to replace my patterns from now on with this. Not my writing patterns, but when I do them, I'm going to convert them. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. If you have any suggestions, just write them in the comments, and visit us on Facebook, which is Maggie's Crochet. Subscribe to our channel and visit us at maggiescrochet.com. Thank you very much for watching.